Hey, welcome to the channel, everybody. Paint with Rick. It's Rick. I'm going to be doing a landscape with Basics Acrylic by Liquitex. Okay, this is like probably the cheapest paint you could get, but I'm getting good results, and I was surprised. Here's something y'all should get if you're just starting out. It's a color wheel. It tells you, what color you get by when you mix certain colors, okay? I already mixed all my colors together. I try and mix these. These paints are a little cheaper, and the viscosity is really low. So I try and put another color with it to give it some more coverage. It helps with the coverage. Like this is Payne's Gray. I mixed a little bit of this light blue in it to get this gray here. I'm going to use in the sky. I'm going to use this blue for the sky. It's called light blue violet. And actually, I put a little bit of this purple in the blue violet. I put white in the raw sienna. I put yellow in it. Okay. And this is green, light green. And I put a little bit of the raw sienna in there. Okay. And I also, as I'm painting, a lot of the white goes into these. It really changes the colors up a little bit. The reason why I mix it is because I want the video to go fast. So I'm going to use a bristle brush to start the sky. This is acrylic painting. And guess what? I opened up a box today and found all these cool brushes that I haven't used in a while. And they're all still good. The only thing I want to mention really quick, like I like acrylic brushes, but when you try and do an evergreen tree with one of these, look at how, see how it's kind of flimsy. So I recommend you can still use an oil brush, fan brush, when you do your evergreen trees. The bristles are a lot stiffer and it won't bend on you. So I recommend that. I use my number 2 oil fan brush all the time. Okay, it's a lot stiffer, and I did a whole video the other day and did some trees, and I didn't post a video because they came out so terrible. All right, let's get started. I'm going to use a bristle brush in the sky, and I use water. Okay, I'm going to do a beginner's painting here for you with this easy to get paint at Michael's. Okay, you can get it anywhere. I'm going to start with that gray I mixed. I'll try and tell you what I'm using as I put it up there, okay? Because I want the video to go faster. I've been spending too much time on, I know you guys aren't watching 30-minute videos, so I'm going to go pretty fast. I'm going to start in the sky. I'm going to have 2 mountains in here, some water, and some trees, okay? I'll just tell you what I'm doing. I'm grabbing that light blue now. I actually put a little purple in it. I'm not filling in everything because guess what? I'm going to grab some titanium white now with the same brush. I'm not even going to wipe it off. I'm going to dip it in some water. And look at this. I'm picking up some of that blue and I'm bringing it down to the horizon here. So my mountains will be right in here, okay? Let's grab some more white and throw it up in some of these places where I didn't hit very well. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is grab my mop brush. While this is still wet, when this is acrylic, so you got to work a little fast to get the underpaint done, okay? I'm going to blend this gray, and you see how the brush strokes in there. Let me see if it's showing up. Yeah, with your mop brush, I'm going to come in here and do the dark color first. I'm going to blend all those brush strokes out. Wipe your brush off, come down here in the blue, blend some of the blue in. Okay, you got to blend your dark colors first, or you'll contaminate them with the white. Now I'm going to go to the clouds, okay, and lightly blend the white. Very lightly, because if you blend it too much, the brightness will disappear. And you can shape your clouds too with this mop brush. Very lightly. Just hit the white. Get all those brush strokes out. Look at that sky already. Man, that is amazing. You got to be careful not to go back into the dark color, because unless you got to wipe that white off pretty good, or else you'll lighten up all your dark spots, okay? But look at that. I already got a sky that looks like it has clouds in it. Doesn't that look cool? Let me see how it looks in the frame. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. Let's move on to the mountains. I'm going to take this brush and let's put some water in real quick. I know I'm going to have water in the picture, and I'll probably have it running from way back there, and just use horizontal strokes here. I'm going to have it run down at an angle there. We'll have a little bit of water, okay? So just throw some blue color down here for now. Just, it'll help us design our land around this water, okay? Grab a little white and add it in the top part of this water here to lighten it up in the distance. There we go. Now I'm going to rinse that brush off, because I'm probably not going to use it for a while. And clean all the acrylic off, because you know if you don't use that brush, it's going to dry on you. So now I'm going to go to a filbert brush. I found all these brushes. I don't know which one to use now. All right, I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use the Payne's Gray. Pretty dark. Not out of the tube, right out of the tube pretty much, but with a little bit of that gray I showed you I mixed. Let's put two mountains in here. I'm going to have a mountain back here, kind of like a rugged mountain, okay? And then come down like this. I have a rugged mountain. Now, just fill in the mountain now with color. Just pull it down a little bit, okay? About halfway down. Now grab a little bit of white at the bottom, and let's blend some white into the bottom of this mountain. Okay. Bring it down. Just like that. Wipe your brush off and kind of blend in this lower portion of the mountain here. Just like that. I'm going to put a lot of snow up there, so look at that. Let's put another mountain in here. Now this mountain, make it a little taller than this one. Just a little. I'm going to make them kind of like rugged instead of pointy, okay? And then bring it in front of this one. Just like that. Pull it down again the same way. You You can put more outcrops on it if you want. Just pull some color down. I'm going fast. Now grab some titanium white and mix it in at the bottom. Bring it down to the water. Wipe your brush off. And let's blend this in down here at the bottom. And get another paper towel. I always keep a paper towel in my hand. Let's pull some of this down now. And let's lightly blend it. You can use the mop brush to blend it too if you want. Just get a light blend on it. This one too. All right, there we go. We got two cool mountains going. We got water here. Let's put some of that yellow ochre I made. I mixed raw sienna and yellow together, okay? Let's put a little back here behind this mountain. And then some in front of this mountain, above the water. This is raw sienna and yellow. It almost looks like golden color. But this is just our underpaint, okay? We're trying to shape our ground now, okay? So we got some land way back there under this mountain. Then we got this under here. Looks pretty cool. Grab a little bit of burnt umber and let's put a little dark in here, a little bit. Okay, and maybe back there. Just maybe it'll create some kind of ridge. And wipe your brush off and lightly blend that in to that color. Very lightly. Just to get a different color going on back there. See that? Doesn't that look cool? Almost reminds me of honey, this color. Let's do something down here. Let's use, might as well keep the color going. Let's use yellow ochre. And maybe this will be a beach down here on the water. So let's just come out next to your water with this yellow ochre. And I'm thinking it's going to end up looking like a beach, but this is just underpaint right now, so let's just paint it in. Just like that. Let's grab some of the dark color now and add it to the back of it. Put your brush in some water. Grab some of the burnt umber, mix it in the back side of the golden color and start pulling it to the left a little. It's just our underpaint. Let's put a little bit of green down here. I made this green out of, I'll show you here in a second, of raw sienna and blue. This will end up being either grass or bushes here. Now grab that blender brush and let's blend in the golden part. You can blend in the green part too, just very lightly. All right, there's our underpaint. Let's see what time I'm at. 14 minutes. All right, I'm gonna, I don't know why these videos take so long. I think I talked too much at the beginning. Let's put up some snow now on these mountains. I think it's close to being dry. I'm going to use white. And up here, let's pick out some, let's see if we see anything going on these mountains here. Just going to put white at the peaks, I guess, is everywhere I see a peak, a little bit of this white, okay? And then pull it down a little. The light's going to be coming in from the right here. We'll put some here on this peak, turn it a little bit. All right, I like that. Let's do this other mountain here. So it's going to come, we got an edge here. It's going to be in front of this one. So let's pull that edge down. We got a little outcrop right there. I'm using a filbert brush here. Just picking spots up there where I see where there's like peaks, okay? This one's going to have a lot of snow. All right, now what I'm going to do is mix some blue and white together to get a shadow color. I'm going to put a little gray in it. Blue and white. And you'll get this light blue color. Let's see if it's dark enough. I want it to be dark enough though. I'm going to darken it up a little by adding more blue. I'm going to add a little purple to it. Maybe we'll have a purple shade color. Come up to your white and pull to the left, okay? Come up to the white and then pull it down, maybe like it's a knife. Just swipe it down one time. I'm going fast so it looks like I'm stamping it, but I'm actually brushing it on there, but I'm going fast, so brush it on next to your white. I kind of like that purple look. Now let's do the other mountain. Pull. Wet your brush a little too. Don't forget to wet your brush. I'm going to have some shade up in here. I'm painting real loose, but it should come out looking okay. Now wipe your brush off, and where the two colors are coming together, take your brush and kind of blend those two colors together. It's a pretty cool technique. It'll soften up the mountain, okay? Wherever the two colors come together, get a little brush on it. I hope I'm not in the way. Just barely touch it and get those two colors to blend. It's a nice technique. It'll soften up the mountain and make it look further back, okay? Same thing on this one. Just on the very edge where the two colors meet. Very lightly, okay? Very good. I'm going to have to put more white on this one. So what I'm going to do is redo the snow on some of these peaks because I don't like the way it looks. Give it more shape. Just like that. There we go. That looks a little better. I think what's throwing me off is that round peak up there. It's something different. All right, we'll let this dry and then I'll adjust it a little bit. All right, let's move on to some trees back here. So I'm going to go ahead and use an oil brush, believe it or not, because like I told you, it's more rigid. And I got some green that I made. I used I'll show you. I used half of raw sienna and Patelo Cayenne blue, okay? I just call it canine. And I'm going to take that color that I mixed and put a little bit of, I think a little bit of gray in it. Because these are going to be distant trees. Just a little bit of gray. And let's make some distant trees out here on top of this yellow ochre back here. Or golden color. Right underneath these mountains. Just really small. Just stamp in like what would be some distant trees back there. Now, I still have paint on my brush, so I'm going to do the same thing over here on the top of this golden color. And just bring some trees down here. Just like that. Now, wipe your brush off. Let me get a new paper towel. Or you can rinse it off. Rinse your brush off and then wipe it with a paper towel and then come up here at the bottom and pull to the right at the bottom. Same thing here. Just get a nice pull at the bottom of those trees. Just like that. It almost make it look like grass underneath there, okay? Doesn't that look cool? Wow. Wow. It's looking good. Just ignore that mountain. It looks pretty good, but I'm going to fix it up, okay? I think what I'll have to do is make this pointier on the top, but I kind of like it. Now down here, take that green color. You can, however you mixed your green, let's put some bushes right on the edge of the water here, okay? I'm still using the number 2 fan brush. Let's put some bushes here. Now, let's put a few trees here. Coming from these bushes, use the corner of your brush and pop in an evergreen tree here. Try not to be, don't make it perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect looking. These trees are far away. Just put some color up there. Let's put a small one here. You notice how nice these trees look when it's on that golden color back there? See how they pop out, right? You should try and keep that in your mind when you're doing a landscape to make sure you have a light color behind your trees, okay? Let's put some bushes down here.